The night has a strange way of revealing what the day tried to hide. When everything becomes quiet, the body finally slows down, but the mind keeps moving. Thoughts return. Questions appear. Worries that seemed small during the day suddenly feel heavier in the silence of the night. Maybe that is where you are right now. Your body is ready to rest, yet your mind refuses to be still. The same thoughts keep circling. The same concerns return again and again. And the deeper the silence becomes, the louder those thoughts seem to sound inside your mind. But this moment is not a mistake. The quiet of this night is not your enemy. It is an invitation. Because when the noise of the world fades, something sacred becomes possible. This is the moment when God gently meets the weary heart. Not with pressure, not with judgment, but with a peace that slowly settles where anxiety once lived. Psalm 4 verse 8 says, "In peace I will lie down and sleep. For you alone, Lord, make me dwell in safety." Tonight, this prayer is not about forcing sleep. It is about releasing the weight your soul has been carrying. It is about allowing God to quiet the restless places inside your mind and restore the peace that your heart longs for. You do not have to solve everything tonight. You do not have to carry every burden into tomorrow. For the next few moments, allow your mind to slow down. Allow your heart to breathe again. Because the same God who watches over the stars above you is watching over your life right now. And before this night ends, His peace can reach the deepest places of your mind. What begins here is not just a prayer. It is a gentle journey from restlessness to peace, from noise to stillness, from worry to trust. And as this prayer continues, you may begin to feel something slowly changing inside you. Thoughts becoming quieter, your heart becoming lighter. Because tonight God is ready to quiet your restless mind. There is a moment in the night when everything around you becomes quiet, yet inside your mind the noise continues. The responsibilities of the day are over. The conversations have ended. The lights grow dim. But suddenly the thoughts that stayed hidden during the busy hours begin to rise to the surface. This is when the mind starts replaying the day, words that were spoken, situations that still feel unresolved, questions about tomorrow, concerns about things that are outside your control. And the harder you try to silence those thoughts, the more they seem to return. But listen carefully for a moment. This quiet night is not exposing your worries to overwhelm you. It is revealing them so you no longer have to carry them alone. God sees the thoughts that no one else hears. He understands the weight that lives inside the mind when the world finally slows down. Nothing about your restlessness surprises Him. The same God who created the calm rhythm of the night understands the restless rhythm of the human heart. Psalm 127 verse 2 says, "He grants sleep to those He loves." That means rest is not something you must force with effort. Rest is something God lovingly gives to the soul that is willing to place its burdens into His hands. So tonight, instead of fighting the thoughts that appear in the silence, bring them honestly before God. Every concern, every fear, every unanswered question. Because this moment is the beginning of something sacred. The very thoughts that try to steal your rest can become the doorway where God's peace begins to enter your mind. And as we continue, you will begin to see that the night is not simply a time to sleep. It is a time when God gently lifts the weight that the mind has been carrying all day. There is a quiet that only exists at night. A silence that does not rush you, does not demand anything from you, and does not ask you to keep performing. In this quiet moment, when the world finally slows down, something deeper becomes possible. This is where God often meets the weary soul. Not in the noise of busy hours, not in the pressure of unfinished tasks, but in the gentle stillness that arrives when the day has finally come to an end. Right now, in this very moment, you are not alone in this silence. God is closer than the thoughts moving through your mind. He is closer than the worries that try to disturb your peace. Psalm 46, verse 10 says, "Be still and know that I am God." This stillness is not empty. It is filled with the quiet presence of the one who understands every hidden weight inside your heart. He does not approach you with demands. He approaches with peace. So take this moment and allow your breathing to slow. Allow the pressure of the day to begin fading from your shoulders. The same God who watched over you through every hour of today is now present in the calm of this night. You do not need to earn this moment of peace. You do not need to prove anything here. You simply need to rest in the presence of the one who already sees the tired places within your soul. The night is not only a time for sleep. It is a sacred space where God gently restores what the day has drained from your heart. And as this prayer continues, you will begin to feel that quiet presence more deeply. The same presence that can calm the mind, steady the heart, and prepare your soul for the peaceful rest that God desires to give you tonight. All day long, the mind carries things that no one else can see. Responsibilities, decisions, conversations that linger in the heart, small worries that quietly grow heavier as the hours pass. Many times the body finishes the day, but the mind keeps holding everything that happened. Tonight is the moment to lay those burdens down. Right now, think about everything your mind has been carrying since the morning. The pressure to solve problems, the concerns about people you love, the situations that did not unfold the way you hoped. You were never meant to carry all of that weight alone. 1 Peter chapter 5 verse 7 says, "Cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you." This means that every worry resting inside your mind can be placed into the hands of God. Not tomorrow, not someday. Right now, in this quiet moment before sleep, you can release the things you cannot control. You can release the words that still echo in your thoughts. You can release the pressure to fix everything tonight. God is not asking you to carry the future. He is inviting you to trust Him with it. So slowly begin to loosen your grip on the day that has already passed. Every concern, every tension, every unfinished thought can rest in the presence of the one who holds tomorrow. And as those burdens begin to leave your mind, something else begins to take their place. A deeper quiet. A calm that does not come from solving every problem, but from trusting the one who already sees the path ahead. And in that calm, your mind can begin to rest. There are nights when the body is ready to sleep, but the mind refuses to slow down. Thoughts move quickly from one concern to another. A memory appears, a worry follows. Then another thought rises before the first one has even settled. It can feel as if the mind is searching for something it cannot find. You try to relax, but the more you try to push the thoughts away, the stronger they return. This is the quiet struggle many people experience when the night finally arrives. But God understands this restless place inside the human mind. Psalm 94 verse 19 says, "When anxiety was great within me, your consolation brought me joy." God does not ignore the racing thoughts that pass through your mind. He meets you right in the middle of them. So instead of fighting every thought that appears tonight, bring those thoughts into the presence of God. Let Him see what you are carrying. Let Him hear the concerns that are repeating inside your mind. You do not need to silence your mind by force. Peace does not come through struggle. It comes through surrender. As this prayer continues, allow God's presence to gently quiet the noise inside you. The same God who calms the wind and the waves can calm the restless movement of your thoughts, and slowly the storm inside the mind can begin to settle. Peace does not arrive by force. It does not come because the mind finally solves every concern or answers every question. True peace enters quietly when the heart stops resisting and begins to trust that God is present in this moment. Right now, instead of pushing away your thoughts, begin inviting the peace of God into your mind. Allow His presence to move gently through the places where tension has been living. Philippians 4 verses 6 and 7 say, Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. And the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. This peace is not fragile. It is strong enough to stand where anxiety once lived. It guards the mind. It protects the heart. It settles the thoughts that once felt impossible to quiet. Imagine the peace of God slowly filling your mind, like calm water covering restless waves. Every anxious thought begins to soften. Every heavy concern loses its weight. You do not have to hold on to every thought tonight. You are allowed to let them pass. You are allowed to rest in the calm that God is placing over your mind. And as this peace begins to settle within you, something important starts to happen. The tension inside your heart begins to loosen. The storm that once filled your thoughts starts to fade. Because when the peace of God enters the mind, the soul finally remembers how to rest. Night can sometimes feel lonely. The world becomes quiet, the lights fade, and the silence can make a person feel as if they are facing their thoughts alone. But the darkness of the night has never meant the absence of God. Even now, in this still moment, His presence surrounds you. God does not step away when the day ends. He does not withdraw when the world grows silent. In fact, many people discover His presence most clearly when everything else becomes quiet. Psalm 139 verse 12 says, "Even the darkness will not be dark to you. The night will shine like the day, for darkness is as light to you." This means that the night you are experiencing right now is fully seen by God. The room where you are resting, the thoughts moving through your mind, the emotions in your heart. Nothing about this moment is hidden from Him, and His presence is not distant or cold. It is gentle, calm, steady. While the world around you rests, God remains near, watching, caring, quietly surrounding your life with His attention. Allow that truth to settle inside your heart. You are not navigating this night by yourself. The one who created the quiet rhythm of the evening is also present within it. And as your mind begins to recognize that presence, a deeper calm can begin to form inside you. Because when the soul realizes it is not alone in the darkness, fear begins to lose its voice, and peace begins to take its place. There is a comfort that settles into the heart when you remember that while you sleep, God remains awake. The night may bring silence, but it never brings abandonment. The one who watches over your life does not grow tired, does not drift into sleep, and does not lose sight of you in the darkness. Psalm 121 verses 3 and 4 say, "He who watches over you will not slumber. Indeed, He who watches over Israel will neither slumber nor sleep." This truth changes the way we face the night. You are not closing your eyes in a world without protection. You are resting under the care of a God who remains fully attentive. Right now, place your home, your room, and your life under His protection. Ask God to stand as the guardian of this night. Ask Him to watch over every corner of your home, every person you love, and every moment that unfolds while you rest. You can release the need to stay alert. You can release the quiet tension that sometimes follows you into the night. God is capable of holding watch while you sleep. His presence surrounds your life like a shield. Nothing escapes His attention. Nothing moves beyond His sight. And as this awareness settles into your heart, your mind no longer needs to stay awake in quiet vigilance. The responsibility of watching over everything no longer belongs to you. Tonight, God Himself becomes the guardian of your rest. Sometimes anxiety does not appear loudly. It moves quietly through the heart, creating tension that is difficult to explain. The mind begins imagining problems that have not yet happened. The heart feels unsettled even when the room around you is completely still. This is the storm many people carry into the night. But the God who commands the wind and the waves also understands the storms that rise inside the human heart. In the Gospel according to Mark chapter 4 verses 39 and 40, the scripture says, He got up, rebuked the wind, and said to the waves, "Peace, be still." Then the wind died down, and it was completely calm. The same authority that calmed the sea can calm the anxiety moving through your heart tonight. Bring every anxious feeling before God, the concerns you cannot explain, the tension that rests quietly inside your chest, the worries that try to return the moment the room becomes silent. God does not dismiss these feelings. He gently speaks peace into them. Allow His presence to move through the places where anxiety has been living. Let His calm replace the tension. Let His peace slow the rhythm of your thoughts and soften the weight you have been carrying inside. The storm does not need to continue. The waves inside your heart do not need to keep rising. Because when God speaks peace over the soul, even the deepest anxiety begins to lose its strength. Many minds stay awake at night trying to solve tomorrow before it arrives. Plans begin forming. Questions begin appearing. The mind starts searching for answers to situations that have not even happened yet. It can feel as if rest must wait until every possibility has been considered. But tomorrow was never meant to be carried in the mind during the night. Jesus speaks directly to this struggle in Matthew 6, verse 34. "Therefore do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own." Tonight, you are not required to solve tomorrow. You are not responsible for controlling every outcome or predicting every challenge that may come. God already stands in the day that has not yet arrived. The situations that concern you, the decisions that seem uncertain, the paths that are not yet clear are already known by Him. His wisdom reaches further than your thoughts, and His care extends beyond the limits of your understanding. So allow tomorrow to rest in God's hands. Release the pressure to prepare for every possibility tonight. The future does not need your anxiety to unfold correctly. What your soul needs right now is rest. And as you release the need to control what is ahead, your mind can begin to loosen its grip on worry. The thoughts about tomorrow slowly lose their urgency. Because the God who will guide you when morning comes is the same God who is watching over you now. There is a kind of tiredness that sleep alone cannot fix. It settles deeper than the body. It reaches the soul. It forms slowly after days filled with pressure, responsibilities, emotional strain, and moments when the heart had to stay strong even when it felt weak. Sometimes a person carries that tiredness for so long that it begins to feel normal. But God sees the exhaustion that lives beneath the surface. Psalm 23 verse 3 says, "He restores my soul." These words carry a promise that reaches beyond physical rest. God does not only restore the body, He restores the inner life of a person, the place where hope lives, the place where strength is renewed. Tonight, bring that deeper fatigue into the presence of God, the emotional weariness that words cannot easily describe, the quiet heaviness that has followed you through many days. You do not have to continue carrying that weight alone. Allow God to begin restoring the places inside you that feel worn and drained. Let His presence reach the parts of your heart that have been running on strength for too long. As His peace settles within you, your soul can begin to recover from the exhaustion that the world sometimes places upon it. And when the soul begins to heal, rest becomes more than sleep. It becomes renewal. There are moments when the mind becomes crowded with thoughts. Not only worries, but memories, unfinished conversations, imagined scenarios, and quiet questions that seem to echo inside the mind. This inner noise can make the night feel restless, even when everything around you is still. But God knows how to bring silence to the places where the mind feels overwhelmed. Psalm 131 verse 2 says, "I have calmed and quieted my soul, like a weaned child with its mother. Like a weaned child is my soul within me." This image reveals a deep kind of peace, a calm that does not come from solving every thought, but from resting in the presence of someone who brings safety. Right now, Allow your thoughts to slow down without trying to control them. Let them pass gently through your mind without holding on to each one. God is present in this quiet moment, and His peace can create space where the noise once lived. The mind does not need to analyze every situation tonight. The heart does not need to replay every moment of the day. Instead, allow the presence of God to settle like a calm stillness within you. And as that stillness grows, the inner noise begins to fade. The mind becomes quieter. The heart becomes lighter. Because when God quiets the soul, even the loudest thoughts lose their power. Sleep is not only a pause for the body, it is also a sacred space where God continues working in ways the mind cannot see. While your eyes are closed and your thoughts grow quiet, the presence of God is still active, gently restoring what the day has worn down. Many times, the soul receives healing during the night. Psalm 4 verse 8 says, "In peace I will lie down and sleep, for you alone, Lord, make me dwell in safety." These words reveal something powerful. When a person rests in God's care, sleep becomes more than rest. It becomes a place of renewal. While you sleep tonight, God can bring calm to the places in your mind that felt troubled. He can restore emotional strength where the heart has felt heavy. He can bring quiet healing to thoughts that have been unsettled for many days. You do not need to stay awake trying to fix everything within yourself. The healing your soul needs does not depend on your effort. God continues working even when you are resting. Allow your mind to receive that truth. The night is not empty time. It is a moment where God's gentle work continues within you. And as your body begins to relax more deeply, your heart can trust that even in sleep, you remain under the care of the one who restores and renews. Life rarely closes every chapter in a single day. Some questions remain unanswered. Some prayers seem to wait in silence. Some situations continue longer than we expected. These unfinished moments can quietly follow the mind into the night. The heart begins asking why certain things have not yet changed. The mind searches for explanations that do not always appear. But not every story in life is meant to be completed today. Proverbs 3 verses 5 and 6 say, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your path straight." Trust does not mean having every answer. Trust means placing the parts of life you cannot yet understand into the hands of the one who sees the entire path. Tonight you can release the chapters of your life that are still unfolding, the situations that remain unresolved, the prayers that have not yet revealed their answers. God is not finished working in your story. Even when progress seems slow, even when understanding feels distant, His wisdom continues guiding the path ahead. You do not need to carry the weight of unfinished stories into this night. Place them gently in God's care. And as your mind releases the need to understand everything right now, a deeper sense of trust begins to form. The heart becomes lighter when it remembers that the author of your life has not lost control of the story. Now the night becomes quieter. The thoughts that once moved quickly begin to slow. The tension that once filled the mind starts to loosen its grip. This is the moment when the soul begins to step into the rest that God has been preparing for you. Deep rest is not simply the absence of noise, it is the presence of peace. Psalm 116 verse 7 says, "Return to your rest, my soul, for the Lord has been good to you." These words invite the heart to remember something important. Rest is not a luxury that only comes when life becomes perfect. Rest is a place the soul can enter when it remembers that God is faithful. Right now, allow your mind to settle into that truth. The day is finished. The responsibilities that once demanded your attention are no longer in front of you. The future does not need to be solved tonight. God is already present in the hours ahead. Let your breathing slow. Let your body relax more deeply into the place where you are resting. There is no pressure here. There is no urgency that needs your attention. Only the quiet presence of God surrounding this moment. As you release the last pieces of tension from your mind, a deeper calm begins to form inside you. The mind becomes still, the heart becomes steady, and in that stillness your soul enters the deep rest that God lovingly prepared for this night. Now the night has become calm. The thoughts that once moved restlessly have grown quiet, and your heart has begun to settle into the peace that God gently offers. This is the moment to receive the blessing of rest. Place your mind, your heart, and your entire life into the hands of God once more. Psalm 3 verse 5 says, "I lie down and sleep. I wake again, because the Lord sustains me." This promise reminds you that every moment of your rest is held by God. While your body sleeps, His presence continues watching over you. His care does not pause. His protection does not fade with the night. May the peace of God cover your mind like a calm sky over quiet waters. May every anxious thought release its hold and drift away from your heart. May the worries that once filled your mind lose their weight as the presence of God surrounds you. May your home be filled with quiet safety. May your heart be wrapped in divine peace. May your mind find stillness in the assurance that you are not alone in this night. Allow your eyes to grow heavy without resistance. Allow your breathing to slow. Allow the quiet of this moment to carry you gently into rest. God is watching over you. His peace is guarding your heart. His presence remains with you through every moment of this night. And as sleep begins to arrive, may your soul rest deeply under the faithful care of the one who never stops loving you.